All right. This is the Concrete Jungle. I'm Tommy D in the house. I got Stan, the man, Martyniouk. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm enjoying my victory right now.
Who did you beat?
I fought Johnny Frazier from Las Vegas Saturday.
He's out there. He tries really hard. He doesn't have the best record in the world, but he is a hard worker. I can tell people that.
Yeah, he doesn't have the best record, but he actually fights better than his record. He's pretty tough. He's awkward, and he comes to win. He comes to fight.
A lot of people know that you are the American Russian, so you're known as. You're born in, how do you say it, Tallinn, Estonia?
Tallinn, Estonia.
Tallinn, Estonia.
Small country. You could probably drive around the whole country probably in 6 hours, I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty small. It's very nice, very beautiful, so.
When did you move here?
I moved here when I was, I believe, 5. And, I grew up in Sacramento, so Sacramento's my hometown.
You actually made the U.S. national team. You went a lot of places and met a lot of people doing your craft.
Yeah, it was a great experience. I learned a lot. In 2005 is, when we're thinking about should we go pro? Should we try out for the USA team? And I said, let's just give it a shot. Let's see how I do. And I tried out for it, and I made the USA team. And then the next goal was to make the 2008 Olympics in Beijing. And so I stayed amateur. And I met a lot of people. I competed with a lot of great fighters. And some of the fighters that were on my team are doing great right now in the pros. So that was a great experience to be with them.
Who are some of those pros, by the way?
Well, Austin Trout. He's going to be fighting Miguel Cotto.
Right.
He was with me. We were in training camp. We fought Korea together. Edwin Rodriguez. La Bamba.
Yeah.
He's doing really well at 168. One of the top. Brandon Gonzalez. He's 16-0. He's actually with me in camp with me. A lot of fighters, Carl Dargan, Rashi Warren, Gary Russell Jr. There's a lot of guys, the list just goes on and on.
That is an achievement right then and there. You could just say you didn't even have to go pro. You could tell a lot of people that you're on the American national team, and what a lot of people don't understand is they help and they provide encouragement and support for a lot of the guys who do go pros. You just happen to be one of those guys who did go pro also.
When you're in the amateurs and you get to that level and you experience yourself being around the best, you want to turn pro and you set your goals. You just don't want to be an ordinary fighter. You want to be a world champion, and that's what I'm sure everyone's goals is to make it to the top and to become a world champion. And it's not an easy road. It's a tough road.
It's like a breath of fresh air, to see people like you, come to this country and succeed. It's the American dream.
Yeah. I mean, it feels great. Just to know what my family went through. I mean, it was a tough road. Just to transfer. My family. It was actually just my dad and my mom that when they came down here. My brother and I were very little. It was just 4 of us that came down here. Nobody knew any English, and so we started at the very, very bottom, and we made it, Now we're living out here in America and in the U.S., and I'm enjoying it.
So you know what? You have just about a perfect record. Your only loss was to Gaddafi Proctor. I mean, is there anything you want to settle the score one day, or maybe get a rematch going?
I mean, if I can, that'd be great. That's up to my team. Because I went into the fight. A lot of things happened into the fight. Boxing is a very big mental sport. And if you're not mentally ready, I don't care how good in shape you are physically, if your mental is not there going into the fight, you're not going to do well. And I had a lot of problems right before the fight in the locker room. So that played a big role and a big part of it.
Right.
But it is what it is. I can't change the past. That was in the past. Right now, I'm just looking for the future and working on my mistakes and getting better.
If you've seen you walking in the park, walking your dog, or at the mall, or in the supermarket, you look like a white cat, right? I mean, you got blue eyes, you're light skinned, dirty blonde hair, I mean, I would think, you're like, hey, what's up, dude? What's going on, and that's why you can't judge a book by its cover. bottom line, because
Absolutely.
you have a lot of history, and you know, you have a different ethnic background. You're not just a Caucasian male, but that's what people think of you, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I see where you're coming from because, you know, if I meet somebody new and they ask me what do you do for a living, I'll tell them I'm a professional boxer. They'll laugh. They'll be like, haha, yeah, right. You don't look like a boxer, you know. But what is a boxer supposed to look like, you know? So I see where you're coming from. I get that a lot, you know.
Yeah, no, not only that, but you know, in the tradition of white boxers, especially your weight, you know, like you're a lightweight, you just came from featherweight, and there's guys like Davey Moore, Benny Bass, Willie Pep, you know, I mean, you know, great white boxers, you know. Here in America, you know, there's always that hope of a great, you know, white champion, you know, like Kelly Pavlik did it. We hope he could do it again, you know. You know, I myself, you know, a lot of people think I'm, you know, Puerto Rican or, you know, Mexican or even Persian, you know, I'm Sicilian and Greek. I'm two ethnicities that, you know, I'm considered, you know, Caucasian, you know, Caucasian male.
Yeah.
So, you know, I get it a lot too. Don't worry, you're not the only one. But yeah, I understand, you know, and believe me, myself, I'm pulling for Kelly, you know. He's a great guy, you know. I met him, I talked to him, you know. I mean, you know, I was happy that, you know, he won and beat Jermaine Taylor, not just because, you know, it was anything about, you know, his color, but, you know, there hasn't been a white champion in a long time. Do you plan to be one of them?
That's the goal, man. Absolutely. Not just to. I mean, I have a goal just to become a world champion, to be you know, to be the best out there. So that's the goal. That's what I'm working for, and you know, I'm in the gym grinding and trying to get better, and you know, keep winning the fights.
Yo, DJ, are you done mixing yet?
Your DJ has only just begun.